then you've got to be able to distinguish these two colonies. Some of the differences are subtle, so be prepared to get this one. So once you've found two different colonies, if they're far enough apart so that you can get one without getting the other on a loop, then you put them onto two CSA plates. One here, bacteria A and bacteria B. Okay, from this point, gram stain. When you gram stain, you're going to come out 1 of 4. So you're going to have either a gram-positive cossi rod, and you will have a gram-negative cossi or rod. They could both be cossi, they could both be rods, they could be any mixed match. Okay? There's no pattern to it. Take my word for it. Once you get to this point, that's when you start doing biochemical tests. We haven't done those labs yet. We're going to start that lab. I don't know if we're going to start it Wednesday or next Monday, but in any case, as you can see, you're going to need 2 days. And point of fact, you won't get this till Monday. If you are able on Monday, might not be able because we have to do the regular labs. But you're going to split those, and then you've got to wait however long, 48 hours or over the weekend, however long, till you get your growth. When you get your growth, then you can do the gram staining. And then once you got your gram stain, that's when you start following the flow charts. Everybody, almost without exception, who gets their bacteria wrong, gets it wrong there. That's why I was such a jerk about the microscopes, about you guys knowing how to use them. Because I'm trying to keep you from shooting yourself in the foot. I have graded these reports for the last 4 years, and almost without variance, everybody who misses their bacteria is because they got the wrong gram stain results. They called it a cossi when it was a rod, or vice versa. So what happens then? They do a flow chart. They're doing the wrong flow chart. It doesn't matter which information you get from that flow chart because you're using the wrong bacteria. It's all garbage. Now, when you've got this and you're going down through these flow charts, you're going to be doing a series of biochemical tests. A lot of it's going to be as simple as putting this bacteria in a particular sugar solution and seeing if it eats it. Each of your bacteria, getting them right, counts 15% of the lab grade, not the final grade, but for this lab, unknown lab. What I will do for you is I do this for all my classes. I will look and see where you went wrong. If you got it wrong, I'll see where you got it wrong. If you get it wrong there, it's minus 15. If you get it wrong, maybe on the next step, maybe I'll only take 10. If you get it wrong, maybe the next to last step, maybe I'll only take 5. So you see what I'm saying, guys? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but there's a requirement on this. In order for me to do that, I've got to be able to look in your report and know exactly what you did step by step by step. If I can't piece together where you went wrong, then I've got no choice but to take all 15 points. So I know the way these guys say it, and I like that. So let me tell you what's going to work best for us. Do it their way, except on this. When you're describing your procedure, go ahead in your procedure and say, received bacteria A, gram stain, gram positive COSI, did, I don't know, glucose test, and then returned as positive. I want you to kind of give me a little bit of the results in your procedure, because that way it's almost like I'm looking over your shoulder and I can see step by step what you're doing, and then I know if you went off the tracks, I can tell where you went off and I can give you partial credit. Make sense to you guys? Now, having said that, you still need to do the results in a separate section. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, tell me why you did the next step. You know, if you said you got a positive glucose and the next thing you did was maltose, or, you know, I want to be able to follow behind you to see where you might have jumped off the right path. Make sense, guys? Okay, so the first few days are pretty simple. So you're going to get one of these four, and we've got a chart for each of them. You got a gram-positive rod. Sorry, guys. First step in that is spore staining. The very first thing you got to find out is whether this is a spore-forming bacteria. If it's a spore former, then you're going to put it on blood agar. And then based on what kind of hemolysis you have, beta or gamma, you're going to call it D subtilis or D megaterum. If you don't have any spores, then it's C, diphtheria. You see how that works? You do. I know it doesn't say there spores or no spores. It's kind of implied that you got to do the spore stain. And I know that's a pain, but, you know, luck of the draw, guys. You get a gram-positive COSI, you're going to put it on an MSA plate. That's a plate with a lot of salt. Staph aureus, or staph species, like salt. So if it grows on that, then you've got a staph. If it doesn't grow and it's not a staph, you put it on blood agar. Again, you see how much of the sheep's blood that the thing ate, and whether beta, alpha, or gamma hemolysis. If it's gamma, you put it on an EMB plate, growth and no growth, and you got it. If it's staph, you're going to do the MRBP. We hadn't got there yet, don't worry. And based on that, you're going to be able to call it Staph aureus, Staph epidermidis, or Micrococcus luteus. Okay? You can see this is down the road a little bit. That's why we can start now, because I don't want you to run out of time. You better say this. You got 2 weeks from Wednesday to split these things successfully. If you don't, do not worry. I will split them for you. And I will charge you a tip with minus 10%. 2 weeks is a long time. That's 4 labs. But if you haven't got it split by 2 weeks from Wednesday, you're not going to do yourself any favors by keeping on. You're going to run out of time where we can't extend the semester. So when the time's up, the time's up, whether you're finished or not. Okay? In that case, you know, you still got your 70% if you do a decent report, but most folks would rather have more than that. Gram-negative rods. We've got something called the interotube. It's just a big long tube that has like 15 different types of agar in it with different chemicals. We'll get into that when we get to the gram-negative biochemical things. COSI, you're going to see if you're going to try glucose first. If it's positive, you're going to try maltose. If negative, it's Noroxella. Weird. It's not the same one we used last time. I'll try to find that one. That's a little ways down the road. So that's the overview of Lab 12. So when we come in Wednesday, we'll do our quiz. And let me look. Do we have anything scheduled for lab besides the quiz on Wednesday?
Lab 10.
Let's see how much time we've got. Maybe we can put Lab 10 off till next Monday. Perfect. Yeah. It'll be okay. So for Wednesday, all we're going to do is the quiz and let you guys start on your unknown bacteria. Let me repeat myself. The unknown bacteria is a long, drawn-out test. You cannot ask anybody anything. Do not talk. You can talk to me. You can ask me questions. I won't answer them, but you can ask. Nobody can help you. You're on your own. This is a personal project. If you talk to somebody, I'm taking 1 point off your final grade. Not the lab report, your final total grade for this class. If you answer, I'm taking 1 point off your final grade. If you want to get rid of all your points, that would be a great way to do it. Now, if I went in the normal lab mode, of course you can talk. A lot of these are group projects. So I try to keep the unknown separated from the rest of the stuff so that we don't have any confusion. While you're doing the unknown, you can use your lab notebook, you can use the lab handouts. When you leave here, you should use Google to try to help you, to be sure. I mean, check out your test results. You know, maybe you think you've got Staph aureus, and maybe the MRBP came out one certain way for it, so you might want to check it on Google just to double check yourself. Yes, I'm sorry.
Are we allowed to take pictures of our?
Sure. Have no problem with that. Yes, ma'am.
Does Bing help at all? I remember when we did anatomy, they always recommended use Bing, like Bing images.
Sure.
You don't know,
Why not?
okay.
So Wednesday we're just making the culture.
Wednesday, you're taking them out of the test tube and putting it on a plate. Not a lot to that.
Right.
Starting next Monday is when you gotta go to work. Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna get our own supplies? Like, are we gonna be sharing microscopes? I'm just thinking, how do we ask if we can use a microscope?
Well, you can get the microscopes, and usually we just set them up over on the far counters because there's usually a lot of stuff going on the lab tables. And as far as supplies, they do have, Miss Mocker has it in there, if you mess up your Intero tube, which costs $25 each, then she requires me to take a point or 5 points off your lab report grade. If you use too many plates, what am I talking about? I'm talking about being careless. You should, at this point in time, you should not be gouging either. You should know enough. That was understandable the first day, but come on, guys. You can't use 100 PSA plates. And I'll tell you something else that will totally torpedo your grade. And I have folks do this. They don't do the test just on their flow chart. They do all the tests. You try to shotgun it. You try to do all the gram-positive tests for cocci and rod. You cannot do that. Do not. That is, and honestly, guys, it'll confuse you more than it'll help you anyway. But that's just like, I tell folks this, and they do it anyway. Especially on lab exams, they'll put this or that. I don't care if one of them's right. You gave me two answers. That's wrong. I don't take multiple choice answers. Questions are multiple choice answers, single answer. I mean, that makes sense, right? So don't use what you need, and I understand, you know, if you, sometimes things happen, you might need an extra TSA flake, but if it's getting to be a habit, then that tells me you don't know what you're doing, or you're trying to cover all the bases because you don't want to actually get your results. Does that make sense to you guys? I think it's pretty straightforward, really. Yes, ma'am.
So we write everything in this, and then we use this to write the report?
Honestly, I do not check Lab 12 in your notebook. I only use the report. So Lab 12, you do not have to write up. When I check Lab 11 in your notebooks, we're done with that notebook. But again, you can print out all the lab handouts and bring them in, or you can put your notebook, all the above. I have no problems. As long as it's an individual project, because you can't take a test as a team. That's just, that's not the way it works. We don't give out team scores. So has anybody else got any